Ladies and gentlemen, the first snapshot of 2022 is out, and the first snapshot for a new version of Minecraft. This is Snapshot 22w03a for Minecraft version 1.18.2. The snapshot includes a new command, which we'll talk more about in my technical video, but also comes with a lot of tweaks and fixes for gameplay. My name is Sliced Lime, let's get into things, starting with gameplay. A bug with knockback resistance has been fixed. The resistance value was previously both a reduction percentage and a chance, which meant 50% knockback resistance gave you a 50% reduction and a 50% chance to completely ignore all knockback. This has now been fixed so it only gives you a 50% reduction. A number of fixes have been done to fall damage, including a bug where you would take damage when landing on a block that would reduce fall damage, but only when falling from certain precise heights. And twisting vines should now more reliably protect against fall damage. Flying or falling through blocks that reduce fall damage now also properly resets your falling. Mob Suffocation now uses the proper collision, previously only the very center of the head was tested. Pointed dripstone could drip through blocks and form new stalagmites under them, that is also fixed in this version. In multiplayer news, when a passenger entered a boat, the driver's view would reset to point directly forwards, that is fixed in this version. And a number of bugs causing the game to kick players for flying, even though they weren't doing anything wrong, have been fixed. Let's talk about changes to worlds and world generation. The input of seeds has been changed so any space in front of or after the seed will now be ignored, making it much safer to copy and paste in seeds. Entering the seed 0 will now also give you a seed of 0, rather than treating the 0 as a string. In the world generation itself, Eroded Badlands generation has been tweaked, so they now generate more cohesively with the rest of the surrounding badlands. Deserts have been tweaked to have much more sandstone going deeper from the surface. Pointed dripstone clusters generated inside aquifers could cause holes in the ground, that is fixed in this version. And snow and powder snow no longer generate underwater in certain circumstances. And azalea growing through snow now generate rooted dirt properly. Trees in meadows could generate without bee nests, that is fixed in this version. Before we move on to the changes to mobs and visual changes in the snapshot, let me take a quick moment here to ask you to please fix the state of the like button, so it is nice and pressed. Liking the video makes YouTube show it to more people, so I do appreciate it. Thank you! Let's talk about some bug fixes to mobs. Goats could spawn on powder snow, which they would then immediately sink into and die from. That is fixed in this version. Baby turtles no longer suffocate if they end up on soul sand. When spawning in new raiders for an ongoing raid, those raiders could spawn outside of the simulation area if the simulation distance was set to a low value. That has also been fixed in this version. The snapshot also contains a number of visual fixes and tweaks. Ender chests are no longer gift wrapped while the Christmas event is on. Previously, they would be textured identically to a regular chest. A number of follow-ups have been done to the fog changes from 1.18.1. The fog effect for in-game event fog is now a sphere again. This applies to things like blindness, water fog, lava, and so on. A number of problems with underwater fog and powdered snow have also been fixed, where an effect meant to reduce your view distance would actually increase it if the game was running on very low render distance. When loading into a world or moving to a new area, sometimes the game would display entities before the blocks in a chunk, letting you see through the world for a moment. And a number of other glitches with rendering and faulty culling have been fixed, where you could see through the world. As for user interface changes, a fix has been made to how 0 with non-joiner characters show up in the game. The Done button in the control submenu is now in a more appropriate location, and you can now select the What is Realms button using keyboard navigation. Or you will be, once Realms is available in this version. A new language has been added to the game, the Friolian language. And the F3 screen now shows the name of the region file that contains the chunk you're currently in. In addition to that, a whole bunch of stability and performance fixes have made their way into this snapshot, including crash fixes, fixes for log spam, a fix for a problem where some chests would turn empty when you upgraded a world, and a fix for a memory leak. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video, I appreciate it. The technical news in this snapshot will be in a video linked right here if it is done, otherwise keep an eye on the channel, it'll be out shortly.